everybody, Chef AJ here, and welcome to my test kitchen in Indio, California, where I'm going to be cooking up a storm with two of my best friends, Cathy Fisher, author of the great SOS-Free cookbook, Straight Up Food, and a good friend of hers who you might have seen on other episodes, Bailey. I just want to do a mommy brag here. I don't know if you can get a close-up of this card that Bailey now has. That's the back of the card. This is the front of the card that we give out to all of the people that she volunteers with, whether it's in a hospital or a school. And next month, Bailey's going to start a program where children actually read to her. Isn't that cool?
Awesome.
Because sometimes kids, like maybe their reading skills aren't as good and they feel embarrassed, but when they read to dogs, the dogs never criticize them.
I love it.
Cool? Maybe you could do that with your cats.
Probably not. I understand for it.
So believe it or not, even though Cathy is an accomplished chef at the True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, where she teaches cooking, very famous for her tuna salad, she doesn't have an air fryer or a panini press, the poor thing. So I wanted to show her how to use these things, especially because last night when she arrived, we got home from the airport and there was this big box waiting for us because there is somebody that has created a whole line of SOS-free, sugar-free, oil-free, salt-free sauces, and he wanted our true opinion on it. So we're going to give you our honest opinion, testing them for the first time, but we needed something to put them on. So ketchup and barbecue sauce, we thought,
Hash browns.
and potatoes, French fries. So panini press, this is the DeLonghi. It was about $65 with the coupon at Bed Bath & Beyond. I have preheated it. Be very careful, it's very hot. So just for ease, do you have Sprouts in Santa Rosa or anywhere near you?
Yes, in Petaluma nearby.
Perfect. So I just like these because they have no dextrose, no oil, no salt. Some of the frozen hash browns have lots of stuff in it we don't need. You could grate a potato by yourself, but that's going to take a lot of time. Well, not a lot of time, but I'm too lazy. So Cathy actually did an extra step. We defrosted these. She squeezed out all the water, which means it's going to cook even faster. I don't know if you can hear that, but it does make a little bit of a sizzling noise. So it can actually, believe it or not, Cathy, if you don't defrost your potatoes, it could take up to 45 minutes doing this. So the fact that we defrosted it and you squeezed out the water is gonna take, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, which is a lot better if you ask me when you're hungry for hash browns. So be very careful, guys. I'm a pro, I can use my hand, but I would not recommend you try this at home.
So you can put them on there frozen if you want to.
Absolutely, it's just going to take longer. And some people get fancy and mix in onions or spices or, you know, even some finely chopped kale in here, but we're going to do it straight up because you're from Straight Up Food. We close the top. Now you can maybe hear the little bit of sizzling, and then we're not going to do anything with that right now. But we do have our air fryer preheated over here, and we have taken 4 russet potatoes that we cooked in advance and then refrigerated, because Cathy, somehow when you refrigerate them and then cook them, they're crisper. I don't know why that is. We cut them into steak fries. This is about 4 pounds of potatoes, and I'm gonna just stick it in the Breville, the best air fryer, in my opinion, if you're gonna get an air fryer. I usually do 400 for 20 minutes, but we're kind of hungry, so I bumped it up to 425, and it's about 22 minutes. So we'll let the potatoes cook. Oh, but we gotta have vegetables, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so now, I don't know how you feel about microwaving, but for me, it's a lifesaver when I'm in a hurry.
Okay.
And I'm in a hurry now, because I'm in a hurry to eat. So these are some organic vegetables that I got frozen at Costco. It's a blend of yellow and orange carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli. And this is called the Tupperware Smart Steamer, and it makes them really delicious in the microwave. As does this one from the Pampered Chef, which is the one I travel with. But since there's 3 of us eating, I'm using the big one. So I'm just gonna put this, I'm tethered to a microphone. I'm gonna do this, I figure about 12 minutes or 10 minutes will be fine. So time. I'll start out with 10 minutes. Remember, you can always add, you can't take away. So now Cathy and I are going to actually cook something on the stove. So, there we go. You know, Cathy, this is my first time ever. Go a little closer if you don't mind. My first time having a gas stove ever.
Oh, it looks very fancy.
Yeah, and do you cook on gas at home?
No.
Electric?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my first time, so it's quite an adventure. And I'm sure you know how to saute an onion without oil.
Just like this.
Right, exactly. But you have to have this very special, beautiful.
That is pretty.
This is from actually, if you were staying one more day, they sell these on Sunday at the little art fair thing we're going. What about this? Do you have one of these?
No.
Do you know what this is?
No.
I'm going to get you one.
All
Okay.
right.
So it's Tupperware, and it's
Oh.
this little tiny blade right here. I forget what it's called, but you know, you got some garlic, and yeah, you could put it in a garlic press, but I always have a hard time getting it out the holes.
And cleaning it.
It's a pain.
Yeah.
So with this, let's move this to the side. You just pull. And the more pulls you get, the finer the garlic gets.
I love it.
And it's for people that have any kind of orthopedic challenges. This is like the best thing ever.
I'm learning so much.
Isn't that cool?
That's
It's
awesome.
Tupperware. And so we're just gonna, you know, my opinion is everything starts with an onion and SOS-free cooking. So
Right.
I just wait. What kind of pan do you use?
It's called an Ozeri, 11-inch nonstick
Okay.
pan.
We just had the power blow, so we're just gonna fix that, and we'll come right back and find out what kind of pan Cathy uses. Thank goodness for editing, because we haven't done anything different but turn the power on. We were waiting to hear what kind of pan Cathy uses.
Oh yes, I have an Ozeri, Oseri, ceramic coated nonstick
Nice.
pan that's fairly inexpensive. And then my pans before that were Berndes and Scan Pan.
That's what Mary McDougal uses, I think, right? Yep. So I just have this old Pampered Chef pan, and it is nonstick, so some people don't like that. That's fine. Use what Cathy says. But if you do have one, or any pan, even stainless steel, the way I check is, do you do this, Cathy, the water ball test?
Yes.
And then when that little bead of water starts moving around like that, you know it's ready to put in your onion. Now, do you cut everything yourself, or do you ever use convenience products like I do, pre-chopped onion and stuff?
I do everything the hard way, and I'm learning that maybe I don't have to do that.
Right.
Those are perfectly chopped.
I know. I can never do that with that unless I use my Vidalia Chop Wizard. So I just kind of leave them for a little bit before I
Okay.
start moving them around. But what I forgot to ask you is, I know you've probably made air fries before, sweet potato. No, not even oven baked.
in the oven,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you put anything on them?
No.
Okay, so I usually don't, and especially today because we're testing it with barbecue sauce and ketchup. We didn't put any seasoning, but sometimes if I'm making it for like regular people coming over, I might use something like the Benson's Table Tasty, either the regular or the roasted garlic, which is one of my favorites of her new flavors, just because, you know, it gives it flavor. And another thing that's really good on this is this pepperoni spice, made by Local Spicery. They're actually up by you. You should get in touch with them and offer to do cooking classes at their place, because they have a lot of wonderful salt-free spices, non-irritated, organic, non-GMO. So those would be things. But like I said, since we are going to taste it on potatoes, we want our palate clean to be able to taste the sauces, to give the gentleman, who we'll talk about in a minute, the truth about whether we really like the sauces. So I actually had some leftover zucchini that was cut up. And so we're going to saute this after the onion's done, because one of the sauces that we're going to try is a Asian and one is a Indian.
Okay.
So I thought this would be good. And this is just a way to just get food just delicious. Saute an onion, put another vegetable in, do some frozen vegetables. Do you ever do frozen, or?
I do frozen corn and frozen peas mostly. I do have one recipe that specifically calls for a bag of frozen vegetables, just to show people that frozen vegetables are totally fine and they taste wonderful, and you can get them organic without anything added to them.
And I was just at the 99-cent store. I actually made a video, and it's like you can get them for 99 cents, sometimes organic, and sometimes more than 1 pound for 99 cents. It's incredible. So after it just sits there for a while, then you see I move it around. You can see it's already starting to brown. And you could totally caramelize it. Now I don't add any liquid until like I really need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is going to be pretty soon. But I always start with a very hot pan at high heat. But it doesn't take that long. And I was always taught in culinary school that you don't add the garlic until the onion is done, because garlic can burn very, very easily. So we will wait until that's ready. A watch pot never boils. But speaking of boiling, once it gets hot, every now and then, I might just put a little bit of water in. And that just caramelizes it even more.
And sometimes people ask me, why do we saute? Why do we do this step? And what do you tell your students?
So much more flavor.
Yeah.
And also mildness, sweetness. You know, raw onion might be very nice on a salad, but it's just more subtle.
Yep.
You know, at True North, they don't even really allow raw onion. At least Dr. Goldhammer doesn't. Not on the salad bar. And it's like a whole nother vegetable almost when you saute it, you know?
And it just makes it sweet and caramelized. Anytime you cook a vegetable or roast a vegetable, you're just going to bring out the natural sweetness. But you see, that didn't take very long. So, and this would be a great side dish to, like if you were having bean burgers, this would be amazing just on your burger.
Or throw some mushrooms in there.
Oh my God, mushroom and onion together with garlic. It's the start of delicious. So I think that's good enough personally. So now I'm going to add my garlic because, you know, I feel so bad for people that can't eat either onion, garlic, or both, because the way we eat SOS-Free, this is like important, right?
Yes.
And you are somebody that didn't really need to eat SOS-Free. You weren't overweight, you weren't a food addict, you really didn't have any health problems, but yet you, a regular person, chose to eat this, what some people might think is extreme way, but very healthy way. So how the heck did that happen?
Well, I grew up just having a lot of stomach issues, and especially sensitivities to dairy food. So that's where I started. I got rid of the dairy, and I just felt so much better. I kind of got addicted to feeling good. And I was a lot younger. This was 20 years ago, and I just got so excited by it. I just kept going and learning and reading the books and watching the videos, and I'd seek out events in my area that I could go to, and that's how I met Dr. McDougall, because he lives near me.
Lucky.
And I just love eating, and I love feeling good, and this is the way to eat to feel good.
I agree. It's not just about weight loss. It's just about optimizing your health and longevity, and like you say, feeling good. I don't measure this because it's just what I had left over.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to just put in some cubes of zucchini because we had cooked up some rice, and we thought that what better way to taste an Asian-inspired and a Indian-inspired sauce than with some vegetables. And we'll have this with the vegetables that we're microwaving. If you wouldn't mind taking over the helm, I'm going to check the microwave vegetables and see how. Oh, perfect. I'm going to take these out now. Okay. I love convenience. Look at that. These are like perfect. Not mushy at all. Could you show this, Charles? This is perfectly steamed vegetables. There we go. If you need Tupperware, I'm going to recommend that you talk to my friend Kurt, also known as Aunt Cassie, and just email him paddedproductions@yahoo.com. I'll put a link in there. So this doesn't take, do you ever cover your stuff when you're cooking it or not? That takes longer, doesn't it? Because the water has to be absorbed.
I don't usually cover.
Yeah, me neither.
This smells amazing.
Yeah, this could just be a dish.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just eat this, but this is going to be something to mix with our rice.
Okay.
So we're going to try the sauces.
And zucchini cooks really fast.
Really fast, because it's mostly water.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it is that while we're tasting the sauces that go on the rice dishes, the potatoes will be cooking. So it's like we'll have rice for our entree, potatoes for dessert.
Yay. All right.
This looks amazing. So if you want it to go a little longer, or you think this is good for the zucchini? Depends how toothsome you want it, you know?
I get a little less cooked.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to turn this off right now.
Okay.
And then we are going to taste the new sauces and let you know what we think. So now we're going to plate up our delicious food and try the sauces. So in here we have a delicious blend of Lundberg organic rice that I get at Costco that I made in the Aroma rice cooker that costs $29 at Costco. So I'm going to take a nice scoop and then I'll let you have as much as you like. It's a blend of two kinds of brown rices, black rice, red rice, and wild rice. It's so yummy. Just put that in there, and I love it. And then we have our delicious, again from Costco, our organic steamed vegetables. I'm just going to put some on top. You know, ooh, yummy. So good. Got to have lots of vegetables. I don't seem to have enough carrots. There we go. I'll let you go. You can see that we're really cooking and really eating because it's hot.
I hope we're really eating.
Yeah. And now our yummy saute, onion, garlic, and zucchini.
Does this go on top?
Or on the side.
I'm going to put mine on top.
I don't think there's a wrong or a right way to do it. So now, I'm going to tell you all about the sauces that were given to us to sample by Dillon Holmes of Well Your World. And I met him for the first time at the Balance for Life in Florida, Frank Sabatino's place, where we were at a vegan leadership conference, and I was very impressed with this young man. And he has a line of SOS-Free sauces that we are going to sample. One is Asian. It's called the Asian Everything Sauce. And it contains tomato puree, water tomato paste, rice wine vinegar, dates, ginger, garlic, cumin, star anise, xanthan gum, and spices. One is the Indian sauce. I'll let you read this one because I can't read
The type is very small.
It is very small, but the labeling is beautiful. I don't know if you can get a close-up of this. Just really attractive labeling. It just makes you want to buy it. And on the back, it says, "Simplify your health." He's got the nutritional information on it. 15 calories for 2 tablespoons for this one. That's incredible. The Siracha sauce, which we're going to try, has no calories. This one is 20 calories. This is the Indian everything sauce.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, what's in there?
It's got tomato puree, rice, wine vinegar, dates, curry, which has a lot in it, cinnamon, cumin, fennel, coriander, cardamom, cloves, nutmeg, fenugreek, bay leaves, anise, mustard, cayenne,
Ooh,
black
fenugreek.
pepper, turmeric, ginger, garlic, cumin, spices, and a little xanthan.
Yum. So I'm going to try the Asian first because I have a feeling that these are going to be spicier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on over. It smells good. Almost like Chinese takeout sauce. So I'm going to put a little over there. I'm going to try this one first and let you know what I think. I always like to taste it by itself first. Slightly sweet, but not overly sweet. You really have to taste sauce with what it goes on. Normally I would mix it all together, but because we're trying other sauces, I don't want to have to keep taking plates. It's really good. I think people are really going to like this.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's got a lot going on.
It doesn't have an overpowering kick. I mean, it has the tiniest. People that don't like spicy will like this because maybe the slightest kick. It's good.
I like the sweetness.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So that one gets it gets 2 thumbs up. I love anything with curry, so I'm going to put that one over here. What's neat is I like bland food and I like spicy food. Isn't that weird? Like a lot of people don't like bland food. I love just plain sweet potatoes, plain rice, but I also like spicy food too. Well, first I want to taste it by itself. Or you can taste the curry. Yeah. People, if you like curry, you're going to like this. Yeah. It's very good. Excellent.
Perfect consistency.
Sharon McRae's going to love this one.
Oh, yeah.
I might like this one better. I'm not sure. I have to go back and taste this one now. I would say if you're somebody that doesn't like spicy at all, go with the Asian for sure. The Asian is not spicy. The curry's not overly spicy, but it's spicier. It's excellent.
Kind of hangs around on your tongue longer.
Because I make curries all the time, and you get a blender out, and you have to put in the coconut milk and all. I mean, all you have to do is open a bottle now.
And no oil.
No sugar, no salt.
Sauces are so tricky because they're usually just floating in oil. There's just so much.
These are really excellent, and I think even people that didn't eat SOS-Free would still like them.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited to try the Siracha sauce because people love it, but it has sugar and salt and also has some weird preservatives in it, which this doesn't have. So I'm going to just test it just to make sure it's not super spicy before I put it all over everything. I can handle it.
I mean, people who get Siracha are going to want
Oh
spicy.
yeah,
though, so.
but for me, I don't want to overpower everything, so I'll just try a little bit over here. This could be a game changer for people, Yum.
Yum. Not
It's
too
just-
spicy.
Well, it is spicy, but it's Siracha sauce. It tastes just like it. But you know, people could mix and match. Like for instance, if somebody tasted the Asian sauce and said, you know, I like it, but it needs a little more kick.
Oh, yeah.
Could put 1 or 2 drops of the Siracha in. I think you got winners here, Dillon. Look, I only met him once. I know I'm not making this up. It's excellent.
Very good.
I'm an Aries. I don't lie. And I wouldn't keep eating it if it wasn't. I think this is called the mukbang, where 2 hot girls just eat.
We are hot. We're in Palm Springs.
So I will put a link to order these in the bottom of these videos so that you can try them. Yes, this is, and I love that it's in a plastic bottle because I tend to drop things. And I asked Charles. I think this is going to do really well, and I think this is going to help a lot of people, especially people that go to True North and for medical reasons really have to be on a strict SOS-free diet, whether it's heart disease or high blood pressure. They can have some flavor in their life, and the food doesn't have to be bland and boring. This certainly isn't bland and boring. I mean, I could eat this without anything, but that's how my palate is. I've been doing this 11 years SOS-free, but for people just getting started or for people that like more variety, more flavor, I think this is the ticket. We're hoping to get Dillon to come to the live Ultimate Weight Loss Conference in Las Vegas. Me and Cathy will be there with a lot of the doctors so that you can taste these sauces and buy them right there instead of having them shipped. So we're going to finish eating this, and then when the potatoes are ready, we're going to try his other 2 sauces, which I think you're going to be really excited about, a ketchup and a barbecue sauce. Those are going to be good. So now we're going to try the tomato ketchup. And what do you have?
I have the barbecue sauce.
Okay, so this could be a game changer because there's no good SOS-free ketchups that I've tried. There's some that have no sugar in the store, but they always have salt.
Right.
So this contains tomato puree. We can't see this. Whole tomatoes. Looks like water. Apple cider vinegar. Sulfite-free raisins, onion, garlic, white pepper, and spices. And it's only 10 calories per tablespoon.
Okay.
And it's right here in the, we're gonna dip.
And the barbecue sauce contains tomato puree, sulfite-free raisins, apple cider vinegar, onion, peppers, pasilla
peppers? Yeah, those are good.
natural smoke flavor, mustard seed, garlic, black pepper, and spices.
Nice. And how many calories?
25.
That's nothing. For 1 tablespoon or 2?
2.
So, okay, cool. That's really good. There's no reason though that any of these can't be used as dipping sauces for fries. So these are our beautiful Breville air fries. Cathy has never had them from the Breville, so we're going to taste them, and then we're going to taste this. You might have to come from the side. Our hash brown panini. So I'm going to do ketchup first. I'm not going to double dip. I'm going to dip one end of my fry and one in the other. I'm going to look for the crispiest one I can find because I'm going to dip. And you should dip too. You know, on Passover, we dip twice. Okay. Ooh, that's really good. I mean, that is as sweet as any kind of ketchup, because they always put sugar in ketchup. You know, there's more sugar in ketchup than in Oreos, supposedly.
Wow.
It's really good. That's better than commercial ketchup. And I love, look at the consistency. It's not runny. Look at that. I don't want to double dip, so I'm using my fork.
Good idea.
I'm going to taste it by itself. This is excellent.
And it's interesting. It's got good flavor. It's not just mono.
Because we have ketchup recipes in my book. You even submitted one. It's delicious, but the texture of this is really good. It's not runny. 2 thumbs up. Now the barbecued sauce. Not the barbecued, but the barbecue. Close my eyes. It's got the smoky flavor from the hickory.
That'd be great on a veggie burger.
Yeah, bean burger. I'm just loving this ketchup though, because I'm not a ketchup person. I've always been a barbecue sauce person, and I've always loved barbecue sauce, but I've never really liked ketchup. But I love this ketchup. Now we got to put it on our panini too. Look at this! Isn't this great, Cathy? We make stuff out of this all the time. We use this as pizza crust.
Oh wow.
So
I will use the back end of my fork so that I don't contaminate your. Can you hear how crunchy that is?
It's like a potato chip.
You know what might be really good? I'm seriously gonna do this because I can double dip on my own plate. I wanna try each of his sauces on fries because I eat fries almost every day. Because there's no reason that any of these can't be dipped. He didn't say we couldn't dip. Sriracha. So, just wanna make sure I get the Asian first. Let's see what Asian fries taste like. Good. I think it has star anise in it in one of these. I can actually taste it. Good.
They're all good.
Yeah, sriracha. All right. I have my favorites. Do you want to give your favorites or you want me to tell you mine first?
Tell me yours first.
Okay. Believe it or not, my number one pick, and they're all good, by the way. I would buy all of them. My number one is the ketchup. My number two is the Indian, and my number three is the Sriracha. That's Chef AJ's top 3 picks of
There you
Dillon's
go.
5 sauces. What about you, Kathy? I mean, they're all good. I would eat and buy all of them.
Yeah, they're all great. I love sweet stuff, so I really like this Asian sauce. I love the ketchup. I'm not a super hot and spicy person, but I do like this barbecue sauce. It's not too anything.
So isn't that neat that we did this together? Because you see that everybody's got a different palate, and the two that I didn't put in my top 3 are in her top 3. But one thing we both agreed on was the ketchup. So we know you can start there. So thanks so much for sending these, Dillon, and we wish you every success with your venture or getting these out. And so when we go to places like True North or Balance for Life or the Fasting Escape, not while we're fasting obviously, we can have flavor with our delicious SOS-free food. Yay! Thank you for visiting me.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
Don't forget, eat your carbs.